we knew that this was not the lifestyle we wanted for Benjamin. And so as hopeful as we were for the therapy, it was a hope we had to place into parents like you. And I can remember getting your email and Stuart waking me up because of the time change and just being like, you're never going to believe this. And the sweet picture of Isla pulling her little butterfly suitcase and just, and feeling so gratified about the experience that other children were able to have and holding my hope in that space.
I remember feeling really strongly, you know, particularly on the day that Isla received the gene therapy, of walking to the hospital behind her, and I took that photo of her pulling the little suitcase with the butterflies on it, and feeling like, you know, this portion of the journey was the bit we were walking, but that, you know, you guys had walked the bit before and we were carrying Ben with us, and also thinking about the kids that might walk behind us, and the families who, you know, in the future might receive a diagnosis and then go straight into gene therapy, and what a different experience and outcome that would be, and how amazing that would be. And I have a nephew who has had leukemia, and we've lived through that prior to my kids being diagnosed with Sanfilippo. And I remember it was just awful. You know, this child was diagnosed with this dreadful condition, and the family had to go through 2 years of treatment. And I remember at the time thinking, I couldn't think of anything worse. How awful, this poor family, you know, poor sister-in-law, blah blah blah. And now I look at that experience as that they got a miracle. You know, somebody 20 years before had a completely different experience, and so we were just that group in the middle. But I just felt so strongly on that day that, you know, we were there because of the work that had been done by the pioneers, and we were there because of Ben. And I guess the other thing is, you know, I wear 2 hats. I have the mum hat and then the foundation hat. And I guess when we first started, I didn't think my kids would be eligible, because that was the very first thing that the doctors told me, like, this isn't going to happen for your kids. So we embarked on this process more as a legacy for them. And it was only after we'd sort of started and were really looking in detail at the gene therapy that we thought, oh, actually, this could be something that Isla and Jude access. So I think as a mother, the legacy that we're building, and the fact that they've been able to contribute to science in the way that both of them have. You know, even though Jude wasn't treated, he's still contributed to the scientific you know, body of knowledge, and he's participated in a few other studies. That's building a legacy for them, and kind of making sense of the tragedy.